Hey guys, we've had some questions come in, questions and comments. So let's look at a couple of them and try to answer them. I had a lesson this morning. It's 10 a.m. now. And something that kept coming up is the student was asking for answers. And what he needed to hear was this idea that Go is immense, that you will never get the answers. You get some answers and clarification and how do I handle this? But it's something you have to handle all the time. You'll never know all the answers when you play a game of Go. She's like, okay, so just figure it out and look for good paths and stuff. So here's the first question he had, and this came up in a Raven game. No, this came up as okay, question. The fellow says, the Whitestones, sure, they're alive with what? 10 points? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We'll call it 10 points. Maybe even not 10. But black gets this big old wall near his other black stones. It doesn't seem fair. Okay. This comes up a lot. Oh, I must be falling behind. Oh, he's getting all this stuff. Okay, let's see if we can answer this. Who's going to get more in area 1? Maybe white. No, black. Why? Because there's black stones there. It's black's right to do great here. It's white's right to do better. There's nothing great yet because it's only 2 stones versus 3 on top. So whoever has more stones there, they're going to be getting more. So we look at the result. It's like, of course, black's supposed to get stuff there. Now let's say that the opening was a little different and he hadn't played K4 yet. So he didn't have extra stuff there. Okay. Now we look. First, white has 5 stones, black has 3, 4, 5, 6. So black should have 1 stone of extra value here, which is worth 8 points. White has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We'll call it 10. Black should have 10 plus 8. What's the math there? 18. That's right. Let's count it. 0 actual points, but we use 2 points per thickness. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Next one's not so thick because white's right there. But just for fun, we'll give it anyway. 10. Black and white have the same number of points, but black has an extra stone. It's not fair. White has the advantage here, on top of which there's a nasty cut. So in a normal opening, his wall is a negative. In the actual game, okay, it's turned into a positive. Not overwhelming. He's undercut. He's got the cut here. We're already alive. So very equal, if not favoring white. So we'll call it very equal. But we all understand the feeling of, oh, it's such a big, black has all this wall. What am I going to do? There's no problem. Okay. Hopefully that settled one of the questions. Next. Oh, this one, right. This is the one that came up in the Raven game. Okay, Raven, 9 done, says, now I would just play here. He says, oh, it's one of my favorite moves. And the student's like, that's all good and fine that you feel that way. How in the world am I going to feel that way? I feel afraid here. I have no idea what to do. You have to be a 9 down to play this way. Okay, so again, we understand the feelings. We've all felt them. To answer his question, I brought up this situation. We'll play it from the beginning just for fun. This is a make-believe game. I put the stones, I positioned the stones so that I could get to a certain position, which is that position. Okay. And the question that arises, what'd you just do? I put that stone there. Question that arises, assuming black wants to get into area 1, how in the world do you do that? Well, again, we don't know. We take guesses. This is the nature of Go. We're not going to have absolute information most of the time. So the common idea, start with asking a question. You're not expecting the stone to live. Let's say, for instance, black, white, and black says, great, I'm done. There's been no loss. White hasn't gained anything. So you're fine here. So it's a probe. Okay, let's assume white goes this way, which is a normal way to get a thicker outside. Now, at this point, when black plays here, black's alive. This is called the tripod group. Cute little living group. No problems. Okay, but also at this point, the corner's kind of small. What's big is white said, I want a big outside, thick. That's my plan. I dare you to play here. Now I'm going to do great things in the center. Again, I was hypothetical board. So black says, great. Now that the corner's small and I can live anytime I want, I'm going to go back to messing with his center. So it's just a step-by-step thing. Have strong players worked out all the variations based on this and what to do in that context? No. How about this one? No. How about this one? Well, the corner one, yes. I mean, that's a known shape. But you work at it as you go. Well, what if we were to play here? I don't know. I would start here because it's a free move. It's still looking for formation. Play here. And I'd say, well, how do I feel about this? Do I think I'm going to live comfortably? I kind of don't think that. Okay. Then what? Shall I run out? No, because I can't get out. Okay. Then what am I doing here? Well, how about, the shoulder hit looks nice. That's something I can run to. And if white says no, I am so inside his area in Sente because he can't let me connect there. He's got to, continue something here. And all of a sudden, he spent all this time capturing the stones, and now I can invade the other side. You just go step by step. Now, another thing that came up in this lesson, he's a 1Q, 2Q. And you watch his game. Oh, he's strong. Oh, look at all these great things he's doing. He knows what he's doing. But he's stuck in old bad habits. He puts stones down. This, as you've heard me say many times, this is the bad habit Go players have. They put stones down. If he were to stop putting stones down, just take his hand off the clicker, take your hand out of the bowl. Well, you have to put a stone. No, you don't. Let the clock run out. Lose the game. But that's stupid. No. Do the alternative. Think. Consider what's going on. Your Go game should be filled every move. 2 and 3 move readouts. Nothing fancy. Like you look here and you go in this position. What do you think? It's a 1 move readout. Seems difficult to live. I'm not saying I won't live, but it's tricky. I don't know. Okay. What about this one? Oh, it looks like I might get a call. Oh, I might use that later, but right now, I don't know. Little 1 move readouts. Every move. But I mean, for instance, this one, we'd read that out and make a decision. We'd read this one out, make a decision. I read this one out. That's the one I want to play. And finally, since none of them felt good, I said, well, what about the outside? This was the first one I read on the outside. I'm like, can't get surrounded. I'm totally in his area. I don't need to read further. Well, what about this one? Well, D's close to my helping stones. E's not. I didn't even look at E, just D. Oh, done. So your game should be full of little 1, 2, and 3 move readouts that are simple, but the big trick, see the finished position in your head and discern. I'm going on and on, I know, but this is important stuff if you want to get stronger. If you're reading out life and death, you need to read out many variations to the conclusion. You don't then stop and see the board. No, he's dead. I solved the problem. Or he lived. Problem over. We're talking about short readouts that have no conclusion. For instance, let's just look at D. What's the conclusion? I have no idea what white's going to do. But I have Aji, and he can't kill me, and I'm in the area he said he wanted. Okay. Very easy. Get in the habit of short readouts. Okay. This situation was based on toss in a probe, get information. Now let's get back to this move that he was afraid of. Same thing. Well, what's going to happen? I don't know. Depends on what he does. What if he does that? I don't know. First thought, how about I run out? Oh man, he got everything, and I have a stupid, heavy little group that's not doing. I don't like that at all. What about if I come across? I have a heavy group, and he's getting all the points he wanted. I don't see it. Well, let's just ask another question. I don't know what's going to happen. If he fills, great. I can fill, and he can't surround me. If I think that's heavy, I can jump out faster, let him and give up a tail, whichever he wants, right? Atari, oh, just Atari. Oh, just Atari. He captures. Oh, he gets another stone. That doesn't matter. I'm inside. I've killed his upper left group. So just step by step, little readouts. What about the intensely complicated one? Well, let's just start here. And hopefully by now you know the pattern. If he fixes, you kill him in a ladder. Perfect success. If he says no way, then you kill the other one in the ladder. Oh, isn't that nice? And success. Not that we knew what was going. When I showed him the stuff in the game, I said, I've never played this before, but you just go step by step, short little readouts. How does it look? Okay, man, I've been rambling today. So those were the questions that came up recently. Something no one mentioned is that this is an unfair move. What do you mean it's an unfair move? It's black's move. It's not white's move. So black can do whatever he wants here. But that never came up. No one ever mentioned it. I looked and I actually had to play through it a couple times. You mean it's black's move? Yes, black's move. Maybe it's going to be this way. Is it the same? I don't know. Just like I didn't know before. This to me seems a little deep. He's high on both sides. Now I don't know. But anyway, that's it. Hope it was helpful. Catch y'all later. Bye.